Hello, this video is about loan repayment schedule, and we will have like loan terms, which is loan term in terms of year, then loan amount, uh, payment frequency. We will create a drop down for it. Annual interest rate, total installment we'll calculate it, and we'll calculate the payment per installment as well. Loan date will be given. So those that I have just highlighted, we will be calculating it, and the other information we will just enter it. So let's add the drop down for the payment frequency. Payment can be monthly, quarterly, half yearly, and yearly. And how many months in a year? 12. How many is quarter? 4. uh, Half yearly will be 2, and yearly 1. So if the payment frequency is monthly, it means that there will be 12 payments in a year, and so on for the other. Let's select it and give it a name. Now, okay, click on the cell D7, go to data and data validation, and click equal and paste the name that we have just given to the range. Okay, the next we will be adding information, but before adding information, if we just uh, add name for each of the cells, because that will help us in not only applying the formula, it will that formula will be more easily understandable if we use the name ranges for each of the cells. We are adding data to the before installment calculation, we need the name ranges. So select the click here and add a name. That's loan term, loan amount, payment frequency. You can give it a short name. Should it be a name that is easily understandable? Annual interest rate, annual rate will be best. Total installment, total payment per installment. And that will be loan date. We will also give a name to this table. And for the date, we also need, because if the payment frequency is monthly, what that means that the loan date, the first payment will be 1 month from the loan date, and second one will be 1 month after the first payment. So we are adding for monthly it will be 1, for quarterly it will be 3, means each payment after a quarter, each payment after 6 months, each payment after 12 months in case of yearly payment frequency. Now let's calculate the total installment. Total installment will be using the VLOOKUP formula. So our lookup value will be payment frequency, comma. Now we'll select the data table. Okay, let's select the data table, and we'll give it a name of data table. Now let's calculate the total installment. Total installment will be dynamic. As we change the payment frequency, this installment will be updated. Data table. Now we'll need the data from the second column, and then the last, which is either exact match or approximate match. We are looking for exact match, and then we will multiply by the loan term. So now let's see. Change it to half yearly, change it to yearly, and it is updating. Now the next thing to calculate is payment per installment, and we will calculate the PMT, annual rate. Now since annual rate is for a whole year, now we will calculate it for the per installment. So that installment can be yearly, can be monthly, can be quarterly. So we will again you divide it by the VLOOKUP formula calculation. We'll look into the frequency payments, and then we will bring a value from level from column 2. Yes, data table, column 2, and then exact match. So now the next term calculate is the NPR, which is the total installments. Present value is the loan amount. Future value, you can leave it just as it is, or you can allocate add 0 instead of it. And then the last one is a payment in majority cases it is at the end of the period. So 0 is we will put 0 here, click enter. Now it is shown is negative. So if we are making payments, for example, we have taken a loan from a bank, that means that will be outflow. But if we have given a loan, that's the inflow. So it depends upon. For the calculation simplicity, we will multiply with a minus sign. So now the main calculation are done. Let's put into the now table. The first thing to calculate is the installment. We will keep it dynamic. So when the installments number changes, our installment sequence or a list changes or updated as well. So let's use the F formula. If total installment, which is D10 greater than 1, that is cell C14, then add 1, otherwise keep it blank. See? So that number, the last number, will be match with the total installment. Add a date. So how we can add a date, and that is dynamic as well. There is a function in Excel we called edate. And in this type we will be using the third column and VLOOKUP formula. So loan date, the second condition is months. So we'll use the VLOOKUP formula, look into the payment frequency, and then select the data table. And this time we will pick data from column 3. False, that's good. Click enter. Okay, place yes. Okay, look at see, it's kept changing and we keep it dynamic. At the end, we will have a product that's dynamic. You change either the terms or the dates or the loan amount, and it will keep updating. So now we are copying the formula because what will be changing? We will changing the loan date. So instead, it will be the payment date of the first installment. Now we'll copying it, but here there is an issue. I want if the installment number is blank, the date is blank as well. So we're performing if the installment number is blank, give me a blank, otherwise calculate the date as the formula is calculating. So now we have control over it. The loan opening balance will be the loan amount, and then the closing balance will be opening balance minus the principal part of the payment. And how we will calculate the principal. Okay, so the closing of the at the end of the first period will be opening of the next. We are adding the same formula, so we want that if the data in or the cell in C1 is blank, give me a blank, otherwise calculate it normally. Same for the closing balance. So now principal will be calculated as the installment amount minus the interest amount. Again, we'll be using the same formula. Now the only thing that is to be calculated is the interest. And there's a function in Excel which is known as IPMT. Oops. IPMT rate. That will be annual rate divided by the term that is adjacent to the yearly, or that is adjacent to the payment frequency selected. Bracket close. And now we'll calculate the PER is the installment number. NPR, we know total installments. Present value is the loan term. Future value kept it 0, 0, and then there's a close. Okay. Here we need to multiply it with a minus sign to keep the number is positive. And then we'll be adding the same formula so we don't get errors. Okay. Now copy it. Here we go. So our first mini loan repayment schedule is ready. We need to copy the formula as long as we can. I will move it to, let's move it to 200 rows. Now change the term, and it is updating automatically. 5 years, 12 payments per month. Now per quarter, so total 20 payments. Even you change the interest, change the amount, and this loan repayment will be updated. Now what I want next is to conditionally format the table. I want if the cells in C, column C starting from C13 is not blank, then a table format should be placed in. So I remove the current which I have added manually. Now I will select the whole range, go to the home tab, then conditional formatting, new rule, and the new rule I want a formula. So here I will enter a formula. Okay. So that means C13. Yes, it's C13. I will remove the dollar signs so it doesn't fix at one place. And then the not equal sign, not equal to blank, double quotes. Format it, go to the border, use the all round border. You can change the color. Let's select the green, fill, like OK. Now we have a border place tells the, and it's dynamic. So if you change the installment number, it will be updating. So let's say quarterly. Yep. So, see, it's kept updating. And we have a dynamic loan schedule that the user can change the numbers at maybe loan term, loan amount, interest rate, and the rest of the calculation will be automatically updated. I will add the template to the free section, and you can download it. If you like it, kindly do subscribe, do press the like button, share it, and enjoy the file that will be placed with it. And it is free for everyone. You can download it, you can use it for your purpose. And thanks for watching.